Dave, how are you?
How are things? Good, thanks.
Dave, the Nations Cup, it's all very new. It's kind of fluid. There's a lot of different players now are getting opportunities, including, Leinster players. Particularly new caps like Ed Byrne or Will Connors, and equally on the wings you've got Hugo Keane and James Lowe. Most of them are there probably on form. And yet you're on form at the moment as well. So what's that like? I mean, how do you bide your time, or do you use Edinburgh to show that you're also as much on form?
Yeah, I guess that's it really, biding your time, isn't it? Yeah, obviously I wasn't in a great position a couple of weeks ago because I'd really only played the Munster game at the start of the season, only 60 minutes. So yeah, so I didn't really get much rugby time in, but thankfully over the last few weeks I have. So yeah, I guess it's just taking those opportunities and the games that we're playing at the moment, and Edinburgh again this weekend to show that I still can offer something at that level. So yeah, still an aim for me this season is to get back in the mix there.
Indeed, Edinburgh always bring stiff opposition to the RDS, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, yeah, especially the way they're coached. Obviously, Cockrell there. We've had some pretty tough games against them over the last couple of seasons. Very physical team. Forwards are very direct, but they like to play with good shape too, and throw the ball out to the edges. The game, the RDS last season, was pretty close at half time, and we managed to take over, take things up a notch in the second half. But yeah, expect the same thing now coming this weekend. Obviously, different with no crowds, but yeah, still looking forward to it.
Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, Dan.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, Joe.
Just wondering, you would be one of the more senior guys playing at the moment, in terms of your experience in that. And how do you think a lot of the new guys who are coming in, obviously with all the guys away in international duty and that, and do you enjoying playing with some of the other guys?
Yeah, I am now. I've got a couple of the younger lads let me know what age I am every day. Luke McGrath in particular, but no, it's good. It's great. The young lads have really stepped up over the last few weeks. Yeah, it's great to see the talent that we have and the enthusiasm with the young lads who are coming in. I think the coaches and Stuart in particular and Leo, they're always encouraging the young lads to really step up, and whether it's reviewing training or reviewing different games, it's to come with a point of view and come with something to say, and not being afraid to speak really at meetings or on the pitch or whatever it is. And I'd say they have been working on that over a lot over the last couple of years, and in encouraging that. So yeah, I think that's really paying off now. Is that lads are actually really confident when they're coming up to train with us for the first time, or to play with us for the first time, which is paying off.
Okay, and I'm just wondering, are you getting used to the idea of no fans being watching? Is it something you get used to? And do you find it advantages in some aspects? Obviously, there's this, but are you kind of getting used to that at the moment?
Yeah, the first game of the season against Munster was definitely very strange, especially when you're used to running out for in a packed Aviva. You can literally hear a pin drop before the ball's kicked off. But my next game then wasn't until the Zebra game in the RDS. So yeah, it's you come to terms with it pretty quick. But yeah, definitely miss it at the same time. I think if you were to look at advantages, disadvantages, maybe when you go for away games, and you're not coming up against crowds there, it could work in your favour a small bit. But yeah, definitely disadvantage, in the RDS. But I think we kind of create our own energy, and because we have to. So it's celebrating whatever it is, a penalty, turnover, try. It's really getting behind each other and making noise when we do that. So that's definitely been important for us over the last few months, is kind of creating our own energy and creating our own noise, really.
And finally, for me, Dave, just wondering, will you be missing out your brother around the place? Brotherly love and all this. Obviously it's a big move for him. And have you any thoughts on it?
Yeah, I miss him around, 100%. Yeah, it was strange for the first couple of weeks, definitely. But I mean, he's still watching the games and still critiquing my performances and giving me feedback, which is good. But very excited for him at the same time. It's a good way to end your career, and having been at one club for such a long time and given so much to Leinster Irish Rugby, to be able to go down to Australia and soak up the sun down there for a few months and play rugby would be great. So very exciting for him.
Thanks, Dave.
Cheers, Jared.
Dave, how's it going?
Hi, Ron.
Across the last 160 minutes of rugby, Edinburgh have conceded only 3 points. Is that something that you've talked about already and maybe looked at getting a little bit more creative this week?
Yeah, they have. They haven't conceded much at all. So, defensively very good. So, it's been mentioned, but I think, if we still stick to what we know and play the game that we try to play every week, hopefully we can break that down and score some tries, really.
And lastly for me then, on the subject of Rob as well, did it come up in conversation over the weekend that you've overtaken him in the top scorers list, top try scorers?
Yeah, it did. I'm not sure if it was Sharky or on the Twitter, I'm not sure. But yeah, he was. The lads were putting it up on Twitter, and they were tagging us both in it. So Rob demanded to stop the count. So, passed him out with one. So, he definitely can't catch me now anyway.